Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of True Crime Past and Present. Today, I want to discuss the Summer Wells case, the Summer Wells Moon case from Tennessee. Um, I have been following the case since day one. Very, very interesting case. Let me go ahead and share her picture. Beautiful little girl. There's been a lot of controversy, a lot of finger pointing to the parents, just a lot. But I wanna go ahead and bring it back to the basics, right? Because I know the parents have a lot of baggage with them, and I don't really want to go too much into the parents, but I want to go more into Summer, into what might have happened to her. And so I want to go back and I want to review the first um, video that mom and dad did. I think that it's very telling. And let's go ahead and do that for right now. Go ahead and do that. Alrighty. So let's go. Let's do this.
I feel in my heart that somebody has came up here and took her, has lured her away from here. Me and my mother and her were planting flowers, and we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers.
Okay. So again, these are just my opinions, my observations. I want to say she's very drunk here. She's very drunk, or she's coming on a high. I'm not sure. Um, but I know this, that all the attention, all the small details she's giving, it's not helping find her. It's helping providing an alibi for her. So just keep that in mind. Let's continue.
And I said, okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV. And I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back. And within 2 minutes, I came back. And I asked the boys where their sister was, and they said, she went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times, and I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She was just gone. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here. Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
Just go to the FBI, the police, and clear it up. I mean, I don't know, it seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that
So Don here made an interesting, I mean, I watched this so many times already, but I thought that his statement of, go to the police and just tell them what happened, or whatnot. I mean, my opinion only, my theory is Candace had something to do with it. If it was malicious or not, I don't know. I hope not. I do believe she knows either an accident happened at the creek, or at the swimming hole, or on the way back. Again, I'm thinking it's something very like simple. I know there's a lot of other theories out there that she's been trafficked, she's been this and she's been that, that the mafia this and the mafia that. But I personally think that is something very simple, and I do not think that Dawn knows what happened to her. to her daughter. I think he believes his wife because, again, I could be wrong, but I see the sincerity in his face and his demeanor in the first interview. Because after that, all the other interviews he does, they're just, I think this first one they gave is very telling. So let's go back to this one.
But I've never seen this truck, and I've never heard of it until just recently. But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. And if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen. She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like me and the boys did.
She tried to shave her head
She tried
in
to
the
shave her
back
head
and make
herself.
it, I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control. So we decided to shave her head off and let it grow back long, and she shaved her head so she wouldn't feel bad, and but it didn't bother her at this point. Well, I knew right away that she was abducted. I knew that right away, and that's what I told them from the beginning. But they have to go through their, I forget the word.
Investigation.
They have to do one step at a time, I guess. But I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them.
I mean, when he said, I just, they're spending all these man hours in these woods, like trying to say, well, she ain't there, right? I don't know. I still think that he has nothing to do with it. He's just going by what Candace is telling him. What her reasons are, we're gonna find out. I'm hoping this year. I'm hoping they find Summer, and I hope they find exactly what happened to her. We all need to know what happened to her. Okay. Let's continue.
I'm limping and everything else, and I feel for them. But I just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every.
This just dawned on me. He said the exact same thing that from the Orson Welles case that Trisselle said. I wish they can go into the neighbors' houses, right? Huh.
Every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way.
Hey creators, check out what's new at Artlist. For a limited time only, Artlist is giving away its biggest holiday.
Just thankful for the person or persons that's doing that, out of love, trying to get information and trying to get her found. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
That means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. And she's an awesome young lady, and we just want her back. But, yeah, there's always going to be haters, and it's always going to be that way in this world. And
I don't think that there's haters. I think what happened was this was a family that has a lot of issues that tried to keep it under wraps, right? The drugs, the alcohol, the DV, the, everything with DCFS or DSS. And so, now that the spotlight's on them, that's why everything else came out. That's why, everything that they were hiding or everything that the society perceives as bad is actually not in their favor, right? So now we know that they both have some type of drinking problem, might have some type of drug problems, might have SA history with Dawn, DV history with both. And so, which is something that's not really talked about um, amongst, communities. It's like, it's happening, but you just don't talk about it. But now that this happened to Summer, then that's why everything else is more exacerbated, if that makes sense. So that's why, like I said, I strongly believe that it's something very, it's not like all these complex theories that what happened to Summer. She's probably somewhere close to home, right? Because how much time could have they have had to hide her, or mom had to hide her, right? Um, so just my thoughts. We'll go ahead and finish up this video.
We just want to focus on the good friends and Christian people that are trying to help us and praying for us and praying for Summer. And we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. And that's the kind of people we try to relate with and socialize with. So we don't know anything about, no red truck, or we hardly know many of our neighbors. I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean, and we do have good people in this area. We found out since this has all happened. We got some real good neighbors and good folks everywhere. But
The most important thing is to bring Summer home safe. I'm sorry that you feel this way about us, but we love our children with everything we have.
So I don't doubt that they don't love their children. I believe that they do love their children, but I think that maybe the way they grew up thinking that it's the norm, um, how to, for example, maintain your home, how to um, live a certain lifestyle. I mean, you have to change that, right? Um, like myself, I'm not gonna say that I never had a glass of wine, for example. I did, but as my kids started to get older and I started to see them, they were looking up to me. I don't even do that, you know. But those are just my thoughts. I just wanted to share out Candace's demeanor, and I believe that her mom might be the second person that knows. Like I said, I don't think Don knows anything. I think he's just going by what Candace told him. But I think that Grandma and Candace know exactly what happened. And if I'm right, her body is close. She's very close to the property. I don't think they had that much time to hide her. And like I said, it could have these are my theories. It could have been a simple accident, either at home or in the swim hole. And I mean, because if the boys were watching, I mean, let's just think about it real quick. If the boys were watching TV and their games, when kids are watching in their games and stuff, they don't pay attention to what's happening. That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, this was just a quick Summer Wells case overview, and we'll see you on the next one.